Hello? No, I don't have a car. Why would I need a car insurance? No, thank you. Bye. That short conversation could be all that's needed for someone to clone my voice. So why would someone want to clone my voice? Well, they could do this.
Hey, Mom. Someone stole my phone and wallet. Could you send a payment to this phone?
You might think no one would actually fall for this, but a rising amount of people have actually fallen victim to it. If your son's life is in play, wouldn't you do anything to help? From Tech Asia, I'm Serena Jim. Let's dive in. That deepfake voice you just heard was created by Alfie here. How did you make it?
So I used the audio from last week's episode. I popped it into this website, which asked for a few minutes of audio, and I just typed in the script that I wanted it to recite. So let's have a listen.
Fake voices don't have to be perfect.
This voice actually sounded like me, but it wasn't the way I would speak.
Right, and that's because I didn't have enough training data. So if I'd taken some more time to record some things in the tone you wanted to output, it would have been much easier.
So what about the phone call I just had at the start? That was just a few seconds.
So that's because Microsoft has released an AI with 3 seconds of data to create a really convincing deepfake. So let's have a listen.
It is just a tax on employment.
That's the sample that was used for training.
So what is the campaign about?
And that's the output.
That's actually very convincing. Why aren't we using this?
Well, I'd like to, but Microsoft hasn't made it available. They've cited concerns around impersonation, which is fair enough.
So I gave permission to Alfie to use my voice, but I talked to someone who didn't. Her voice was stolen and used in a scam against her mom.
当时就是我是在上高中嘛，然后我们高中是不能带手机的，然后后来是我妈跟我说有人用 QQ 加她，然后用的就是那种我头像，然后我的网名，加她就给她发语音。我在学校里有一个什么教授的讲座，听完讲座要交那个报名费，但是能听出来真的很像我在一个很杂乱的一个环境里，我自己说的这个话，然后告诉给我妈。给他发语音能说出就是我叫什么，然后我的班级、学校、我的班主任是谁，我妈当时就相信了。直到是那个人就说 QQ 转账，但是我妈那时候是不用 QQ 就不太会，给了他一个银行卡，然后我妈觉得不太对，去打了个电话问了一下我的班主任，然后我妈才知道这可能是场诈骗。
So where do you think they got your voice from?
那一阵我们班有很多人的 QQ 号都被盗了。这个可能是我声音的一个来源，或者是学校对接的一些旅行社组织那些，就是知道我们要去研学游的，知道我们就是我的一些个人信息。
So how would you protect yourself from this kind of scams in the future?
如果说借钱啊，或者是要钱，然后打电话或者是视频，就要去就是问一些就只有我们自己家人才知道的事情。就我跟我妈说，我就说如果假设我跟你要钱，要那种大几千块、减几千块那种。你就要问我在哪个医院出生的，这样才能确定这个人是我的本人。
Alright, thank you, Ms. Huang, for sharing your experience. Scams using this technology are still quite rare, but given the potential that this technology holds for scammers, it stands to reason that it will grow in use. With me is Oasis Hu from China Daily Hong Kong, whose piece on cyber fraud is in the description.
Hong Kong, Singapore, and Taiwan saw a really sharp increase in the number of fraud cases in recent years. But online scams is a really common phenomenon in the whole world. Many countries, including Canada, including America, and the United Kingdom, because of the money can be easily transferred to Hong Kong, sometimes the victims or the fraudsters are not located in Hong Kong. Maybe they're from Malaysia, the Philippines, or they're from the United States, and they call the police because they find out that the money is transferred to Hong Kong, and then they started to call the police in Hong Kong. So it's a balance. But we have to admit that the consequence of the fraud cases are very serious. A lot of people may lose money that they saved the whole life. Some people may experience the emotional trauma. That is a situation that the government need to pay attention to now, and is very urgent.
So the use of AI in voice phishing is actually an evolution of existing scams. So do you think tactics that we use to work against regular scams still work against this kind of scam?
There are not so many effective ways to combat the regular scams. That is the reason why the numbers is always increasing in recent years. Anti-fraud measures are always developed after the fraud measures. And the enforcement lawyers and the experts are always lagging behind. Even and we catch the fraudsters. Maybe they have spent the money, maybe they used up the money. there's only one effective way. The most effective way is to enhance the public's awareness, is to tell them that you have to be cautious when you transfer money. This is also an effective way for the AI technologies too.
Are there any common features on these victims?
When we are cheated by other people, if our parents, especially the old people, are cheated by fraudsters, and we say, why are you so stupid? But it's not because you are stupid. They specialize in cheating you, just like my major is journalist. Their major is cheating you. If your mother or father call you, now I'm in hospital, I really need money, you just feel very anxious. You say, what happened to my mom? I have to help my mom. And then you started to transfer money to the fraudsters. And the fraudsters, hey, I got your money. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Oasis, for your time today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And that's all we have for this week's Tech Asia. I'm Serena Zheng. See you next time.